What time is it?
It's big slappy time.
W, whoa, A, shit. C, come on out. Oh no, that's right, it's Waco week.
It's a Waco week.
It's Waco week.
Oh, yeah.
82 dead.
And $1 a day, or no, what?
1993.
Hey,
It's
Mr.
Waco
Koresh.
week. Feeling fresh. Oops, married a 14-year-old.
Ooh, who's that sneaking out from
shit.
that mesh?
I just dumped a Diet
We'll
Coke
just
on the
leave
ground.
that.
We're going to leave it because I can't do that song again.
No, I can't, you can't be doing all that again.
Can't be doing all that.
Wait, that was a reminiscent. That was excellent.
Thank you.
That was reminiscent.
I surprised you with that.
I was shocked. No, I had no idea that was going to happen. And it felt like our great disco song, you know, because it's like
D-I-S-C-O. Yeah, that was
delightful. Incredible.
the best song ever.
Yeah. So that there was
Ottawa, 70s French disco.
Say it, spell it out.
Spell it.
What's
say
that
it,
called when
sing
you do
it.
like
An acronym?
an acronym, but it also is it onomatopoeia?
No, but you're right that it's not just an acronym.
No, because you're giving words to remember how to spell disco.
You're almost going reverse. Like an acronym is like NASA, but it's already stood for something.
Right.
This is like giving words to something that didn't have stuff.
It's kind of like that, isn't it?
Wow, onomatopoeia.
Wow.
No, onomatopoeia is when a word mimics a sound.
Yes.
Like I think maybe yodel is an example.
Yodel-hoo. Yes, or like gunt.
Gunt.
Like a gunt is, you know what a gunt
it's
is.
the sound of your
gut
fat,
gunt.
of your fat pubic region slapping against your pelvic bone.
I like onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia, wouldn't wanna be ya. Holla.
You know
okay.
I want to lay you. All right.
Leia, that reminds me of Flay-ya, which brings us back to
brings
Waco.
us back to Waco. Now, this is Waco week here. This is our 20th episode.
20th
20.
episode.
They said we wouldn't make it
They did.
to 10. Then we made it to 10. They said, holy shit, 15?
They were whispering.
Now we're here.
17 tops, they said.
They said 17 now. On Calshi, it went our
We bet against ourselves.
we bet against ourselves as a little bit of insider trading. And now we
did
lose, but
some
we
money.
win. So welcome to 20, dear.
I win another couple hours with you. I lose the house.
20 glorious years.
20 episodes, not years.
One episode per year.
Keep being like, it's our 20th anniversary.
That's right.
Yeah, Waco week. Oh,
So Waco, what do we love? What do we hate? What are we ambivalent about when it comes to Waco?
I think the song was as far as I made it. But should we set the stage?
We should, because there are probably some people who may not be aware
I actually have
of
an
the
idea.
ATF and what they do.
ATF. What is that? Alcohol, tobacco, and
firearms. Yeah, there were a lot of agencies, a lot of three-letter agencies involved in this one.
I think the F is going to come into play more than the A and the T on this one. Not that people weren't smoking teas, but they were fire.
They weren't ripping darts out there in Waco.
You
of course
have
they
to.
were.
You have to. You're camped out. Are they coming out? It's been 2 months.
Yeah, that's a funny bureau to put together. Like I get
Very
it's
bizarre.
kind of old fashioned in a way. It feels very mafioso. Like they create. I don't know the history of the ATF now. We can get into that, but it must be mafia.
Next week is ATF week. And I do a different. I'm like, A, awesome.
T, tremendous.
F,
fucked.
fucked up combo.
Yeah, so like bootlegging, booze, and tobacco, you know, often running tobacco from the north from the south up to the north without stamps, and then your firearms. So yeah, I guess maybe not as ridiculous to combine
Muskets
those.
coming from across the pond.
Muskets. Now the ATF, a lot of cowboys over there, of course.
Could I say something?
Please.
Sorry to interrupt. Our flow is strong with Waco, but I actually think we should do our other segments and then like get into the meat of Waco.
Oh, so we might punt again next week. Might be
No. This week.
No, I hear you.
Do you? Because
I do.
let's just get the errata out.
Let's get the errata.
Like,
Let's do everything
updates.
else. and then we'll get into Waco, and we'll explain
All right.
Waco.
Guys,
the
please do not churn that dial. Waco Week is alive and well here at the Big Sloppy Pod, episode 20.
Koresh, we'll see you in
That is
2.5
Koresh.
hours. That is Koresh.
Also,
Thank
just
you.
patron saint of this week, Murf has his David Koresh mug that I gave him.
I do.
Was that a birthday?
This was a birthday gift from you, and you know what was in it? This is sad because this was in probably 2021.
It's a mug, so you can put stuff in it.
It's a mug, and it's just David Koresh's, infamous mug shot, and it says, "Get off my lawn."
It's a nice little, it's a cultural combo. People love that.
Great.
It's almost like a meme
Get off
IRL.
my lawn. It is.
Get off my lawn.
It's an IRL meme on a mug, and in it were some Rage tickets when Rage Against the Machine was back on tour.
Murph was so excited, and then immediately
De La Rocha ripped his ACL, blew it out or something.
after the first show, and they were like, "Sorry, guys." So Rage tickets were in the mug.
They were, and now the mug is here.
Do you feel rage when you look at the mug because of our government overstepping and the concert not happening?
This is true. I do. Yes, I do. Both things equally. I look at that and I go, "Get off my lawn."
That is Koresh. I'm not going to stop saying that today. So quickly, just get our salad out of the way here before
Let's
we
get the
dive into
salad.
the steak.
Into the meat.
Well, and that steak is well done, folks.
I mean, this thing's been cooking. Let them cook for 35 years. I mean,
wouldn't
this is
eat that.
Yeah.
It's got some CS gas on it. All
Sure.
right.
All right. So in a
Davida, honey. I was going to talk about the sign.
Please start with the sign before.
Well, that's not errata. That's why I didn't know you were going to sing.
All right, go for the sign.
No, I like singing. Can we do it again so I can sing more?
Yes.
In a rada Davida, honey. Don't you know I'm lying?
Great. What was the sign? So the signage.
But that's not errata.
Okay, so then we'll do that. I thought we were just doing it to do it.
No, my errata was last week. I said, Bus of Love. What's the reality show with Bret Michaels? Rock of Love.
Oh, with Brett. Yes, that's right.
Rock
Rock
of
of Love. Yes, they did Flavor of Love and Rock of Love.
Yeah, they were on a love tear.
They were on a tear. They were ahead of their time.
Make love, not watchable TV.
Yeah, and also Brett. I mean, yeah, just a real, the has-been of a man. And never was for some. For others, everything.
Poison? Never was?
Well, I mean, that was a very Gen X
What's Poison's big?
Just like every rose has its thorn.
My hair's attached to my hat.
My
Yeah.
bandana.
Bandana.
I wish I were Axl Rose with this hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he was like Poison was kind of a joke, but also for those Gen X listeners out there, they're probably like, "No, man, I had my tits out for Brett."
That's right. Maybe the best times I ever had.
The glammy hair time was a fun time.
Heavy metal parking lot.
Yeah.
But it's not really heavy metal.
No,
is it?
glam.
That's
it's
like
glam rock.
Yeah,
It's a different thing, but
it all kind of blends for me. I'm a young gun.
sure. But that was the time. It was a time when we were alive, but we weren't like going to concerts.
It was a time not of our lives, a time when we were technically alive.
We were technically alive at that time.
So that was all I had for errata.
I have just the one, which was we were going through the. I had mentioned the man in the bushes, the man behind the bushes curtains at Mar-a-Lago.
The alleged would-be assassin?
Right. And he's gotten life in. I don't think he's alleged. I think. When do you stop saying alleged? Is it when someone's convicted of
Whenever
something?
I say anything that I'm like worried someone's going to like put me on a list, I just say alleged. It's
Right.
kind of like apropos of nothing. It's a vibe more than a hard rule.
It's kind of like the way Alex from Love Is Blind will say basically, or
Yes.
or
Realistically.
just
Or as well.
yeah. So it's just kind of a no. I think people
We
say
can't
that
do
typically.
Love Is Blind again.
No, we won't.
Remember,
we
we're
won't.
not a Love Is Blind podcast, but we did watch Ohio.
We're not.
we're
But it's not over
but
yet.
We are, but we're not.
There's 4 dead in Ohio. Just a quick spoiler.
For dead in Ohio.
Neil Young shows
Gotta
up
get
in the
back
pods.
to it.
Anyhow,
Neil Young, what would that be? Blank of love. What would Neil's be?
Young at heart.
No, it's rock of love, flavor of love. If Neil Young had
Young
a
of
reality
love.
show.
Young love?
Young of love is kind of fun. It's like a bad translation.
It is. Young of love.
You got to read it, errata? You got to read it?
I got to read errata. Here's the deal with the allegedly. It's funny. We can use it. We can not use it. Anyhow.
I'll just use it. What? Better safe than sorry.
The man in the bushes. The only man to live. The only Trump would-be assassin who's alive, allegedly.
I'm starting with the man in the bushes.
We laughed with the shotgun and the gas can young man
I'm
at
not
Mar-a-Lago.
laughing.
We had
You
a good
allegedly
laugh.
chuckled.
Brian Austin Green.
Brian Austin Green.
He is Austin Tucker Martin. Then, of course, the OG, Thomas Matthew Crooks.
Yeah.
Was the one who nipped a little of the ear, the one who came closest of the three. And then Ryan Wesley Ruth, or Routh Ruth. I've heard it said lots of ways on news broadcasts around the internet. But Ryan Wesley Routh.
If you give your kid a double name, they will kill.
They will. They're guaranteed to kill. This is something I thought of because obviously people who know
The
them.
middle name, maybe? They just say it in the news?
Yes.
Because we're like, why is
But
this
when
keep
it's
happening?
specific to other crimes, they don't necessarily do that. It's when there's a
No, they're like, a
high-profile
guy named
political
Bob just stole a car.
Right. Yeah. Bob stole a car down there. He stole my Maxima.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, Bob. I think there's something to when you've gotten yourself into the history books with a political assassination or attempt. There seems to be this thing for the media to be like, let's just make sure we're narrowing who this could be to like.
It's like SAG. Like when people join SAG and their name is like Matthew McGee and there's 10,000, they add their middle name.
Matty
Like,
McGee.
but I'm Matthew Joseph McGee. And it's
Yes.
like, okay, yeah, basic bitch, but you added another basic name in there.
Added
You know?
another basic, yes.
Like all my friends, all my famous friends in New York and LA have added like a middle initial. Like there's
Yes.
things that need to happen, especially if you have like a real Anglo-ass name.
Well, of course, you get a little
Like-
ethnic flavor in there for your DEI castings.
Well, I don't think I didn't mean that. I meant like you just have to give yourself more names so that you're not overlapping with everybody else.
I think that's right. I think you have to throw another name into a basic.
like
bitch
your
of a
name is Matthew Meyer. Can
That's
I say
my
that?
name. My
Allegedly?
government name.
Your government name.
Matthew James.
Matthew James Meyer. So, but you went by Murf. Well, everyone called you that anyway. You didn't even have to like make a weird move.
Right.
But that's better for SAG because no one else is MURF.
I think there literally there is a Matthew Meyer in
But
SAG. That's not
there's
me,
like
yes.
5.
Right.
If you IMDb it,
Well, you
they're like,
also
Matthew Meyer,
can't.
producer on like
Yes.
whatever, you know.
SAG
so,
forces you to they go names taken like a domain name.
So
almost.
trying to, the president is like joining SAG.
It is kind of like joining SAG. Yes.
And that you can't be like, well, we don't want to print the name that's like 20 guys living in Ohio have that same name.
Yes.
20 guys
Like
in
Tommy
Ohio.
Crooks.
Thomas Crooks.
Austin Martin.
Awesome.
Aston Martin.
Crooks actually feels kind of unique.
Ryan Routh. Routh is probably the most. My point only is maybe that's even what they might go by professionally, but obviously no one calls them that. It just
Can't
seems
believe
like
we're
they're throwing
rehashing
them.
this.
Yes.
What was the errata?
The errata was just was Ryan Wesley Routh. I never knew his name. I was like, I don't know the guy's name. Now I want to give him the props.
SJP.
Yes, he's the only one alive. SJ. He's the only living, and he's gotten a life sentence plus 7 years
Wow.
for his just for hanging out in some
How
bushes.
does that work?
How does it work?
The extra 7. What do you do?
What do you do with those extra 7 in the afterlife? 7 years in heaven for Ryan.
Yeah,
after he dies.
7 years in heaven.
That's I
Excuse
think
me. All right, so are we done with errata?
that might be it for errata for
You
me.
might be in error if
might
you.
be.
So the other thing was our sign person, our sign maker, whom we love.
Yes.
Local sign maker. We were worried because the last week there have been no new signs, and even the old one got taken down. And
Yeah.
I was, yelling into the void, "Where have you gone? We need you now!" And then today, we're driving our kid out of school. Boom, new sign,
Ba-ba-boom.
but a little more of a riddle.
Just a little bit more of a riddle.
Would you agree with that?
I would. I wasn't sure what this.
Yeah.
It's a fun one to come back with after you've been out of the game for a couple of weeks or a week, whatever.
Inscrutable.
So what we both saw this and
We both
we
saw
turned
it.
and said, huh.
We looked and we said, what?
Huh. Yes. And then
Should I say what it was?
please say it. Yeah.
Dow Heg, H-E-G, hedge, maybe like Hegseth. Dow Heg drunk.
Dow, D-O-W, so the Dow.
Yeah.
The Dow, as we all know, is doing great right now.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking? You know, like the Tao of life, like T-A-O.
Yes, Dow.
That's like the way.
Mm-hmm.
But our way in America is Dow, D-O-W. I felt like that was like, there was some symbolism there. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? Like the Western way is capitalism.
And they've been known
and it's
to
bad.
They've been known to play with themes in these, as we've discussed already, in these signs.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't even thinking that for the sign. That was my own thought about how the Western way is like a bad way. The money way.
A different spelling.
Chasing the dollar.
Chasing it. So the Dow, Heg, H-E-G.
Dow Heg drunk.
Drunk. It reminds me of, you remember that that
Do you
old,
think our friend has a head injury?
Perhaps.
Or does this mean something and we're just not getting it? Like, are our listeners going, hello?
Right. I wonder. I mean, I don't. Heg, as A-H-E-G, can only to me mean
Hegseth.
And he's a drunk.
The war,
Hegseth is a notorious
He's a drunk,
alcoholic.
and he went to war a few days ago with Iran.
Right. He himself, he bench pressed. Did you see him bench pressing? And he got called out for that?
No.
He was like alleging he was bench pressing an amount
Allegedly?
that allegedly bench pressed, whatever, 3-6. I don't even know what the amount of weight was. But, you know, of course, people lift weights, so they know. And they're just like, first of all, of course, you're a real loser for being on TikTok, being like, I run the Department of War and I'm going to post bench pressing videos where when I finish, there's like military people in the like cheering
Clapping.
you. It's very lame.
That's really embarrassing.
Really a loser town to an extreme, as we know. But he also was lying about the weight that was on there. So even in addition, even if you're doing the weight you're saying you're doing, it's kind of like cringe. But now it's just...
He really seems like just like a loser you'd meet on Love is Blind.
Do you recall? Yes, he would be, yeah.
He'd be like, allegedly, technically, authentically,
yeah,
obviously.
War is Blind. I think he...
War is Blind. I'm blind,
if you recall,
drunk.
he was one of the more entertaining of the, when they vet them, the appointments when he was in front of Congress, how they had all the cabinet members where they're like, are you, should you be? I'm like, he clearly should not have been.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of experience.
No, he's a talking head. He's a drunk and a wild man. But anyhow,
well,
his dong sucks.
Dow Heg drunk.
Dow Heg drunk. So Dow, yeah, it reminds me of the old, remember the Kids in the Hall sketch, The Girl Drink Drunk? You remember that bit? Where it was like just like alcoholics at like work trying, in the car on the way to work, ducking out, but making like daiquiris and other sorts of funny, instead of just like sipping
simpler
vodka from a flask or something. Yeah. Anyway, that's a good bit. So I don't know if it's a reference to that. Probably not.
Like he got the Dow is up, so he celebrated. And then drunk.
When we get them on the pod, we'll ask them. They have a lot of Easter eggs on them. Now it's only one sign. It used to be 2 to 3 signs at a time. Now it's just down to the one.
Yeah, it was one. It's kind of like my cue drop too, because I'm like, there's a hero out there and these mean something, but maybe they, moved away last week and somebody else made that sign, because
you're right.
It was a little sturdier. Mm-hmm. It wasn't the cardboard, and it doesn't really make sense.
Wait a minute. They've been co-opted.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
Yeah, somebody's like, there's too much hubbub around these signs. We need to get a hold of them.
That's right.
It's Roger Stone has now taken over both the cue drops and the signage.
I don't know if we even want to open up this can of worms, but I was thinking.
Please do.
I saw that Ghislaine was the one poking around in like 4chan in the nascent days of the.
Yes, indeedy.
Yes, indeedy. I wrote graffiti. The early Q drop.
The early Q drops, which is something that, us crazies have said for a long time.
To desensitize against what's actually coming out now. There was stuff floated long ago to kind of like drive people
to confuse,
insane.
to
Misdirect.
desensitize.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's just also typical That's like as old. I don't know that it's in the Art of War necessarily, but it's like it's this old. It's propaganda and psychological operations at the oldest levels, where you're like, yes, of course, to confuse, to misdirect. If something's going to happen, even in life, people would do that. If you were about to get caught cheating in some way, like, you know what I mean? People do that kind of shit where they slowly leak out something with like, I know I'm going to get caught doing this, so let me confuse,
like
let me
normalize
desensitize,
in
let
conversation
me
that subject matter and kind of do a we instead of I.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like like a kid in a candy jar. What is the cookie
jar? Yeah.
Somebody's doing something.
I mean, it bought them a hell of a lot of time because when QAnon came out, people were not even prepared. And by people, I mean a lot of people I know in my life, but also the mainstream media and on socials, everything. People were so quickly dismissed, which again, we've talked about this before. The pizza that's the crazy element of it. That's great. It's the same shit with 9/11.
But that was really smart to make
conspiracies came out to cover what we
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think
and Q was insane. I don't want to give credence to that. But again, we've talked about this. People sensing that something bigger and badder is going on is correct.
Yes.
It's just the specifics are wrong.
And that's such a simple, like that would have been so easy for people to say. Like, you know what this sounds like? I don't think it's necessarily in this pizza shop basement in D.C. here, but I do. This Epstein guy really is, like, you know what this kind of sounds like?
Well, and the Unabombers, connect the dots. Who's getting these packages? What's going on?
What's happening?
What's happening? That's what we're here to figure out.
We're going to figure it out today on the 20th.
Okay, and then I have another thing.
Please.
We're going to do our Bush. Are you ready for the song? Bushy Pushy Podcast. Oh.
That one was on tune somehow.
That was my best.
That was your best. That was mid for me.
Yeah.
I forgot the words for a second and I stretched.
Bushy.
All right, what's up with Bushy Pushy?
Bushy Pushy Podcasto. W hated broccoli. And when he went to Mexico, the then president, Vicente Fox, offered him
remember Fox, yeah.
a big platter of broccoli. And he did, boink, thumbs down.
Thumbs down, the plate of broccoli. So they were having a good ribbing. He knew.
Yeah, that was fun. Which sounds like, and they were like, perfectly dissuaded what could have been an awkward moment. Which, it's just fun because he like got kind of childlike with it.
Yes, sure.
Like, I'm not going to eat my veggies.
Yeah.
But then the broccoli farmers of America, like shipped a bunch of broccoli to the White House to be like, we're good and it's great.
He's like, I'm just telling you, I don't eat this shit. I don't want it.
I drink baby blood.
Yeah.
At Bohemian Grove.
They give W a little.
With me poppy.
He so the broccoli is I saw some strange clip of remember Al Michaels was a sports broadcaster, as you may or may not know, for many years, has done the NFL. There was this weird 60 Minutes interview with him where he was like, not only that, he said, I've literally I do not eat vegetables. I had them not a single kind of vegetable from any category in my whole life. And I mean, he's in his 80s now.
I think as long as you're not eating like processed crap
shit,
on the other side, that's probably fine.
Like just meat and potatoes, yeah.
Well, also like a potato is grown.
That's a vegetable.
Well, yeah, starchy one, and wheat is from the earth. So people saying that, they're like, I just don't like slimy green things. You could probably still get by. Does he take a multivitamin? I mean, I have questions.
Questions for Al, Mr. Michaels, yeah. No, I think it's just funny when that's obviously also feels like a thing some people have, a texture, or they just get something in their mind when they're young and that's it.
Yeah.
They're just like, I will not. So W is no broccoli.
Yeah, it's not the most exciting W, but
hey,
Poppy didn't like broccoli either.
Passed it down. It's a no broccoli. They're more of a cauliflower.
He passed
family.
down his Middle Eastern oil project and his distaste for broccoli.
Chopping broccoli. Yes. Let's see.
Not gonna do it. Look, we went all the way around. Because you said chopping broccoli, which is from Dana Carvey's SNL audition. Dana Carvey did
Dana as Poppy.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
No new taxes. Read my lips.
He did a Perot, which was similar to his book as Poppy, but remember he was doing double duty.
Did I do Perot by accident?
No, I'm just saying he did both, and they were similar. I mean, they're both Texas
All
businessmen.
Men who like
all men.
Barons.
Yeah, and I think that might have been Phil doing Bill, because it was when it was 3. Remember, we
Phil,
had 3 people
I
running
did not
for
have
president.
sexual relations with that woman.
I mean, did you see that?
Yes, I responded. Okay, we have a lot to say.
We do.
Bill has been deposed. Is that what we would say?
Deposed, yeah, called in front of Congress and Bill and Hill.
I just saw a clip that you sent me where he's being asked about a photo. He's in a pool with a young woman.
There's a couple funny clips, a couple funny moments.
And he's like, oh, Epstein kind of told me we were on this trip together, and he told me to get in the pool. So I did for 5 minutes and then went to bed. And I don't know how old anyone was in the pool, and I don't know anyone who was there. But then he did admit that some of those girls were traveling with them.
Then he also said, when they said, are they 18? He said, yes. So I'm like, their ages. They were traveling with you on his plane.
But you don't know who they were.
You don't know who they were. And you're basically being like, we all know. I mean, it's absurd.
Here's my thing with
absurd.
Bill. That's absurd. Exactly. This is what if you saw my response, you probably didn't. The problem with Bill even trying to pull this shit, it's almost should be like, it was on the record that I said this stuff, or like, I have nothing to hide. Bill came out to the American people and said, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, and it was a very young woman, so he was lying. He was being a perv. It was a very young woman. He was taking advantage of like a weird power dynamic, and he cheated on his wife. And whether you care about those things or not, that happened very publicly. I don't know if anyone's read my favorite book, The Star Report.
you and the Star. You have it in 9 languages.
I'm like, book club, my turn to pick. Star Report again.
Oh my God, yes, please.
But like, basically, like, so for him to go, I just went right back to my hotel. You're like, what is this fucking dog and pony show?
Of course. And then when they, yes.
Like, I don't even give a shit. Maybe one night you did just go back to your hotel, or maybe you fucked a bunch of, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
But like, your word means nothing.
It's funny to depose such a serial liar, like someone who did stare down the barrel and lie. So famously, because they all lie all the time.
A very similar thing. A young woman, adultery, like whatever. So I'm like,
and
so you went on
exotic
vacations, multiple exotic vacations with a perverted billionaire who's like caught up in a blackmail scheme, and you just got in the pool for 5 minutes and then went to bed? With a young girl entourage traveling with you? Like, okay.
Yes. And that was
okay, Bill. Sure.
Right. We believe.
Yeah, and I got a big old dragon tail.
Now you're like Nancy Mace in the Congress there. What's funny is these lunatics also get a crack at him, and they ask the dumbest I'm not talking about people who are like about decorum, and we don't ask about certain things. They're missing out on so many, especially with Hill.
Was she
so
18?
Many huge details.
Was like she be, yeah.
You're being massaged in this photo, and you also went on this trip. It's like whether or not they're underage seems to be the gotcha thing there versus like,
why were you traveling to where you were?
Because he claims
were you
AIDS.
doing?
He claims it was because of his AIDS. No, he claims
his
because
AIDS
of the AIDS charity. And Epstein was like, because they literally flat out say, well, what was the arrangement? And he says,
this is why charity is bad.
He was going to give money to the AIDS thing and go on these trips. And what I said, and they're like, well, then what were you offering him in return for that? And he was basically like, just to shoot the breeze for like a while. Like on those flights where I would talk politics and talk whatever. And I'm like, you're like, all Epstein wanted to do was chill and like hear like Bill's story of when he, his initial gubernatorial race in Arkansas. I'm like, that's not why Jeffrey Epstein was.
Well, and we know that. That's what I'm saying is, why are you wasting my time?
And he's looking at did you see the funniest one is the one where his lawyer, I mean, again, this could be, the interpretation of this, which is the funniest interpretation, is when he's looking at the photos at first and he's like smiling and look like to the point where his lawyer reaches over and she takes the photos away from him to be like, the optics here, Bill, they just said these are the bad. And he's looking at him smiling like he's looking at an old,
he's like reliving his glory days.
Like, oh, you dog. I remember her. And they're like, no, you don't remember her. No. Remember? It was just a very funny, there's a lot of funny moments from that.
That hot tub had a jet.
His ancient, he's also, a part of him is also like, don't we all know? Like, I thought, like, he's so old when you're out of touch at a certain point. He's still living in the like, no, man, I'm just playing the sax and everybody loves me. I'm just an old dirty dog.
Bill's a liar.
Yes. Bill and Hill, double liars. But Bill had a lot more hilarious answering. Hill could always easily, in her testimony, just be like, I didn't know what was going on. But Bill was just kind of like, okay. He's just very old and is kind of like, yep, this is what I did. I think they were all of age, though. Like, that's the defense at this point, is just him being like, okay, they're all 18 and above. Even though I don't know who they are, I can't even speak to who they are at this point. I don't recognize them, but I will tell you that they're certainly of age. So those are some funny depositions there.
I got to dive into that. Is it just clips? Like, how are we?
Well, they wanted the public testimony. They wanted it to not be closed door. So I don't know if there's like a full feed of it or not, but we'll see. We can dive into it.
The only other thing I had written down before we really dive into what Waco week is you never told your Dave Matthews story.
Oh, Dave.
Remember, I was like, you went to some Dave shows.
That's right. The acid frenzy of the 90s.
That's what it's called.
Was the first time I took LSD. It was high school. This is in the 90s, I guess. This might have been 1998, maybe. And went to a Dave Matthews show.
This is the Clinton years.
In Philly. This is, Bill's still in office. It was, the budget was balanced. Everything was nice.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't tell. This is right before Monica, probably.
Tastes good. So gross.
So I just went to the show and I had ate way too many gel tabs of acid. I thought it was a strip of 10 hits, and I thought that was the one thing I was supposed to eat because I had no experience with.
They were passing them
tabs.
down. You were supposed to take one and
take
keep
one
passing.
and pass,
Is that
and
right?
I was passed, so I had it first, and I just ate it. So I ate all 10.
All 10, and
yes.
these were strong.
These were strong. It was one of those that you eat and then turn, and someone's like, "Hey, want to pass that down?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And everyone's face was kind of like, "Oh no!" But they didn't want to, so they're looking at the ground.
They didn't want to freak you out.
Yeah.
Before...
So I'm like, "Well, in an hour, this might be an issue. So can you just tell me what just happened there?" And they're just like, "Whew," because they were very strong. So yeah.
What did they say? That you just took a lot of acid?
They just said you took weight. I mean, that was supposed to be. There's 10 hits there, and you should have. And some people were saying like these dark purple gel tabs to only take half a hit.
Wow.
If you're not experienced, and I'd taken some mushrooms I think before, but I'd never taken acid before. So this was the acid frenzy of the 90s. I lost my mind. I needed to be pinned down in the hotel room, socks stuffed in my mouth, tied up.
Which is probably the scariest thing ever to have happen to you while
when your friends turn on you in that way, and you don't know why, but it's like, you have to, you're naked, you're running around screaming in the hallways. There's like there were a bunch of families. This was at like the Days Inn or the Holiday Inn. I guess it was Holiday, but whatever, right by the old Veterans Stadium in Philly. So this concert was at Veterans Stadium.
This is so
there were
scary.
somebody was staying there. There's a lot of families there for maybe there's a convention. It's 98. Maybe
they weren't there for Dave?
They weren't there for Dave, no.
He didn't have his radio hit yet?
And I didn't need to be doing all that.
It's my birthday.
Yeah, no, this was pre all though. This was like Trippin' Billies and Dan. This is pre-Crash.
Trippin' Billy, Crash.
Crash into me. Not coming to. Yeah, I mean, this was all that.
Bill Clinton's favorite song, I heard.
That was Bill's. So yeah, I was shouting a lot of things. That was a rough. But that's why you go to Dave.
What was the thing with the shower curtain? Did they tie you up with a shower curtain?
Yes, the shower. Well, I think I'd ripped the shower curtain off. That was used to bound me, and then there was a sock stuffed in my mouth.
So this was.
I think a call came up from the front desk. It was basically like,
it was
do we need to call the
you.
police? Yeah,
and from going to
on
jail.
there?
Is that?
Yes.
Got it.
And so my friends were like, we need to.
And you were saying over and over again,
this is the acid frenzy of the 90s was what I was screaming.
I mean, that's beautiful.
It is.
That's a campaign slogan to me.
It kind of is. It was a time.
Would you say
time and place.
Spiritually we're in the acid frenzy of the 20s at this point?
Boy. Well, you know what I wondered the other day?
Is it a fentanyl frenzy?
It's the fent frenzy of the.
Did you see they're going to do ketamine nose spray for depression? Might start on that.
Might get in on that ketamine.
I just mean like people are still in jail for like less than an eighth of weed.
And we're now,
And we're huffing ketamine from like Fred Meyer.
Yeah, it's pretty special. Well, it's
Mom,
Elon's.
it's my birthday.
Whoa. It's Elon's drug of choice, or one of his in his cocktail of madness.
Yeah, that makes me want to do it, I guess.
You remember acidtrip.com?
That sounds
It was
familiar.
a website.
Was
it doesn't exist
.net?
anymore. No. It might have been. You know what? It might have been Acid Trip.
Was it like
It was yes, and it had but it was like 8-bit, not 8-bit, but it was that old MIDI. What would you even call that? Like that style of internet. Cool, yeah, old, and it would be like optical illusions, but that were moving, and sometimes it wouldn't load properly. But then there was weird music attached to it, and you would just click through, and there was like hundreds
maybe
of pages.
I didn't load properly.
Maybe just eating acid and staring at a computer screen. Well, there's this app that sometimes gets advertised to me because they knew from MK Ultra that I was spending hours in the early aughts looking at acidtrip.com. They are putting out there. It's called like what is it called?
Wait.
Do you know the app I'm talking about? It shows you those like crazy visuals, and it's meant to calm you.
Oh yes. You watch like the breathing.
Yes. Like fractals.
They're
and
like
different
acid without the drugs.
Yes.
They're like sit in a closet while your toddler pounds on the door and load this app.
And you'll be whisked away to bliss.
Wait, MK Ultra reminds me of Bride of Charlie, which we didn't even talk about.
No, we have not given our review. Well, we need to watch more. Here's the thing.
We didn't watch part 3.
It's stretched. To say the least, it's stretched.
Yeah.
Call me Gumby, because I've been stretched around.
One thing I respect about it, this is Candace Owens' Bride of Charlie series, is
Thank you. A 3-part series on Erica Kirk.
Yes. As someone who spoke it into a microphone in front of a camera for, many different contexts, the fact that she's doing it as a live stream.
I didn't realize that at first. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Very articulate.
And then
for
looking, for that kind. Great prompter work. Great. There's a lot going on.
It really reminded me of how inarticulate I am and how I always say but and and the.
Well, I always, I'm always
use
just like,
articles with nouns.
But, and?
No, but I'm always like, and stuff. Like.
Here's the deal, though.
But you're
I've said
saying
this to you
she's
many
reading.
Times. She's got that on prompter, yes, 100%. Also, I've said this to you before.
Her eyes aren't doing the reading thing, though. She's got a good prompter.
Good at prompter. It's
Some
also
people,
far enough away.
Oh, is that it?
If you have it far enough, you don't need it. If you have the closer you have a prompter, the more you can see the eye scanning.
That checks out.
Yes, that's why prompters in studios are so far away from the talent on camera. What I always say to you is that the reason a lot of people you hear dum-dums talking when they're not using a prompter and they're not and is because they're not saying shit. They're saying things that don't require any thought. So
you think
if you're
thought makes you sound dumb?
Yes, I think. Well, I think thought. Yeah, you're a thought dummy. There's thought leaders and there's thought dummies. No, the thinking, saying something of substance, takes a little bit of thought, especially as you're in the moment. You're not prepared. They're not prepared remarks.
I do know what you mean. You're more likely to stumble over your words if you're like catching them in the moment. You're like creating an idea in real time.
Yes.
That could be exciting to the listener, even if they have to sift through all the ums and ers.
The hums and the ders.
And the misspeaking.
Yes, that's that.
It is impressive she's doing it live.
Yes, that's all. As far as the content there's just a lot of blatant lies and like wildly debunked conspiratorial elements to it.
Yes. She said that one of my favorites was she said that Barbara Bush Sr.,
yes,
Poppy's wife, Barbara,
this is Barbara Bush, First Lady Barbara Bush, who spoke to her dogs.
She could communicate telepathically with her dogs.
And writes bestsellers with them.
Yes. OG Barbara, her father, this is a debunked conspiracy theory, was Crowley.
Aleister Crowley.
Yeah, the crazy sadistic magician, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, Satanist, yes.
Oh, I don't really know. I just don't, Mr. Crowley. I don't.
Barbara Bush.
Barbara Bush.
That's where that conspiracy comes from, is Ozzy was...
this could have been our Bushy.
What's funny is I don't know. There's a few people who I think over the years have been said to be descendants of Aleister Crowley.
Well, how much baby batter was he slanging around?
He was slanging.
He's like, I can make my disappear.
Crowley can pull wool from.
He's pulling wool.
But
laying pipe.
What's funny about that is I'm trying to think if there was another one that jumped out to me where I was like, Candy. This is just, not only is this, what's funny about this is then you start to think is I would always say Candy wasn't compromised because of her, she just makes a lot of enemies like over the years.
Right,
She's
like
willing to
it'd
talk
be
shit
hard
on-
to tie her to one ideology they're pushing.
Yes, but when she writes these scripts, and I'm sure she has writers as well who are pulling for the algorithm. There's a reason that she drops these things and they get 3 million views in 24 hours.
Because people like us are like,
well, there's us, but they write to the algorithm. They're writing to like, she knows that saying that. I'm not even letting her off the hook for what she actually believes and doesn't believe. Who knows? Doesn't matter. She's a public grifter, so you'll never know what she really believes. But she's just good at what she does to get eyeballs on things. So it's like combining, because ultimately what that does is there's a lot of interesting elements to the Charlie Kirk assassination. She's now completely muddied all those waters
what I want to say
with like all this nonsense she's throwing out.
All the details aside, what I was surprised by is it was not the angle I thought. And we need to watch part 3.
Mm-hmm.
But the groundwork she's laying is that Erica Kirk is like an MK Ultra trained like assassin asset from like childhood.
From childhood, yes, from childhood.
Like that is like totally bizarre to me. Rather than like she's a grifter and she like found
and
a
her
lane.
mom was kind of a grifter.
Kind of switched
like,
up her personality a little to like make a couple I'm like, get in line, sweetheart. Like I thought that's the angle we'd be going with.
Yes.
It was very like, oh, she's like a robot sent here to like kill Charlie Kirk, allegedly. But I'm just like,
again,
okay,
I think
I'm listening.
At this stage, when you point out, it's because you just said like get in line. That I think is where the problem lies. It's like, because when the real things are exposed and people are just like, not sexy enough, like they need Erica to be manufactured in a day school that
it's
was
like
owned
a
by
fembot
Jeb Bush. Yes.
In what's it called, Austin Powers, literally.
Yes.
They were like, see the likes. It's the like. I need to go to the Candace Owens School of Journalism so I can get better at pod.
Read the prompter, dear.
Read the prompter. Yeah, you know I can't read the prompter way over there.
Oh, dear.
Can we take a 1-minute break for me to urinate?
Please do.
I'm not tall enough to pee in that sink like you are, dear.
No, I can lift you up if you would like to squat.
Lift me up before you go. Don't need you peeing on the chair. Oh. Mommy, it's my birthday, would you say? That's right, folks, we're back. Murf
nice old Dave interlude.
was nice enough to grab some paper towels. Too many.
Oh, I don't. I mean, it
Waste
looked
not,
like a
want
big
not.
spill.
We're gonna have to dry those out and use them again.
It looked like a massive spill, dear.
Wartime economy. We're at war with Iran. Are we going to discuss that?
No.
right.
There's been enough.
The people know.
Enough said about. Yeah, there's really not much. We're at war again. Let's go.
So the U.S., notoriously hawkish nation.
A very hawkish nation.
Hawkish.
Bipartisan hawks.
There's wars abroad, the forever wars. And today we're going to be talking about a little battle on our home soil. That's right, folks. You're tuning in to Waco Week here at the Big Sloppy Podcast.
It's true. Now they call this one a siege. The Waco Siege.
The Waco Siege.
And I don't know. Siege? What'd I say? Siege.
Siege. You were doing a French.
Siege. Waco Siege.
A siege de Waco.
Siege de Waco.
David Koresh is a bit of an asshole, but maybe not as much as we have been told.
Le ETF. Tutelle. ETF. Tutelle.
Deux œufs.
So, two eggs. Two eggs
eggs
at Waco. Takes a couple of cracked eggs to make a Waco omelet. Now,
Okay, let's set the scene.
let's set the scene for the kids. Now,
It's
this
1993.
is it's 93. Yes, this is a great year. This I know from my own research.
Clinton years still. We cannot get away from
this is
Belton.
Janet Reno all over it, baby.
This is Reno and Waco.
Yes, Reno, Waco. This was a time when Jurassic Park was in theaters.
Okay, yes. Say that.
The Bulls beat the Suns
Say that.
in an incredible NBA Finals. Barkley v. Jordan, just Clash of the Titans. What a series it was.
Speaking of Clash of the Titans.
Speaking of Clash of the Titans, there's also, then there's Waco, which had been brewing for a while. And basically,
I just
the
want
Branch Davidians. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's the
It was a subsect of a subsect.
right. What is the Advent? What are they? The seventh.
They were
Seventh Day Adventist.
The Davidians
Adventist?
were. Shit! I just looked this up. Something about
Yeah, they're a subsect
the
of.
Davidians were their own thing.
They were their own thing.
And they were very sure, I don't know what you call this, that like the end of the judgment day was coming.
Yes.
They're the people who kept saying, you better get your shit right because
Right.
it's happened. The second coming is
Second coming is
in 2
yes.
weeks and 3 days.
Well,
or
what's
whatever.
funny is they whiffed. That's the thing. The original Branch Davidians, I believe.
Yes.
Because
They
Koresh
lied.
came in with his soldiers. There was a civil war of sorts among
And they
the Branch
exhumed
Davidians.
the body. We have to go
Was
through
that
this.
wild? Yes.
This is not the fun part, so let's
No.
just say quickly. There were the original Davidians. There was kind of a power struggle when like the leader died.
And they
the
gave a
woman
date
didn't
for the
think
rapture
her
that
son-
didn't happen, of course.
When you fail on the rapture date,
Ooh.
the smarties start saying, I don't know.
Wait
And
a
then you have to
minute.
beat them down. And that's when
Right.
you get the subsect, you know? So then the widow of the guy who died, I forget his name, didn't think her son was good.
Roden
So
or
she
something?
started grooming for leadership of the Davidians a man named Vernon Howell. Howell?
Vernon Howell.
What is his, Vernon Wayne Howell? I wanted to so badly to
was it?
remember this, which is David Koresh's real name. So it was kind of the thing where like the teacher becomes the student or whatever.
Yes.
Like she was like, you're going to take over the Davidians. And he's like, actually, I'm going to branch off, hence the Branch Davidians, and go do my own thing. But then whoever died, they like dug them up and then said there was abuse of a corpse because they were trying to do like a test on like who's the rightful heir to
Who's
this
the-
thing.
Yeah.
Very weird stuff going on. And
Right.
Dave says, you know what?
You know.
I'm going to name myself Dave Koresh and I'm going to go set up shop.
Now, David Koresh is an interesting. Where did Vernon get that from?
He knew that Vernon Wayne Howell
was taken by SAG.
the trifecta.
Was already a SAG actor.
Yeah, he did some character, some background.
Yes, I think he
work
was
in
like
the
he
80s.
was had a recurring on Dukes of Hazzard, I believe.
Yes, So he was like, got to switch it up.
Yes, this is all factual.
David
Look
Koresh.
this up.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
But yeah, so
David, you're a Bible guy. What is David?
now the Book of David. Yeah,
There's a whole book?
No, I don't know. I'm a Bible guy.
You were raised
I'm a Catholic,
with some religion.
so I don't know much about the Bible. But yes, David has a name. You know, is a biblical.
David
It's
has
a name. Also, the Davidians. So David of the Davidians, was he trying to do a thing there where he's?
Yeah.
Well, because he then, of course, was like, I am the second
leader.
coming.
Well, he did. Well, and
Yes.
she was trying to make him that, and he said, "I don't want your church, bitch. I'm gonna like go do my own
Yes.
thing."
Now he was a a lot
maybe-
like Mary M. Cosby. He was
Wow.
which she's Mary Magdalene Cosby, or what was her name? What's her middle name?
Mary Margaret
Mary Martha. Mary
Martha.
Yeah, she was. He was a preacher, a charismatic preacher,
Yeah. Which is funny because I'm looking at him.
a handsome fella. They said.
I was gonna say
No.
I'm not getting charisma from him, but some people overcompensate and then they really
That's right. Well, I think also in the tapes that were released after the fact,
like Rob Roush, Traitors.
Rob,
He
yeah,
could
Snake
start
Man,
a religion.
The snake.
The Snake Man cometh.
Snake Man
like
could
we're
start it.
all going. I'm like, take me to Mount Carmel. I'm ready to go.
He just won the Traitors. With
I know,
that-
so I'm
with
not getting that
hands.
from David Koresh,
No.
but maybe he had that really enigmatic personality. Do we know his star sign?
He had also
Peaky Blinders.
multiple underage bride. He's like Clinton looking at those.
Well,
those
that's
photos.
the issue that I want to say here is I'm going to speak about Waco in a way that is anti-U.S. government because they killed a lot of innocent people and it was horribly mishandled. But that in no way is us saying we think David Koresh is a cool guy.
No, we think David Koresh sucks.
Yeah, but I do think
he's
that
a narcissist.
people
He's a
maybe should be able
predator.
to do what they want, and they don't like when people do what they want. But I don't mean do what they want like marry kids. I mean do what they want like live off the land or have guns if that's in our freaking Constitution, whatever that means, But where he loses me is marrying the 14-year-old.
Yeah, the child brides, the multiple multiple child. Yeah,
the whole like I need to marry everyone thing. That's just
it's such a cliche at this point for this cult leaders as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I feel like 9 out of 10 cults.
Yeah.
It's why we love.
Why not be like we need to start a band or something?
Yes. Why don't you just Steven Tyler?
Yeah.
Take a child bride allegedly. No, not allegedly.
Oh, Steven Tyler took a child
Yes,
bride?
Aerosmith. Steven Tyler had.
He's like rock and roll's David Koresh.
He basically.
Wow. I'm learning a lot. I could see, I'm looking at David Koresh right now. I'm thinking if he had like a scarf on, maybe.
I could see him as like, I mean, he is Joe Perry. He is the guitarist
he's
of
Joe
Aerosmith.
Perry, yeah.
Like he does have.
He's got Perry vibes.
He's got Perry vibes.
What's his birthday?
He just needs to lose the glass. If he took the glasses off.
Which is weird because he would kill like hipster wise. Like if he were indie sleaze, we'd all be like lining up.
Yes. Koresh sleaze, indie sleaze. I agree.
Yeah.
He's early outs. He's Williamsburg.
Yes. He's got the like long
he's
kind
early
of perm.
Vice.
Yes.
Like
well,
Vice would have loved.
Also
him.
problematic, allegedly.
Sure. Well,
indie sleaze was
McGinnis.
Notoriously not
problematic, allegedly.
not good.
August 17th is the man's birthday. Now, what does that
Okay,
make him?
Leo.
He's a Leo.
Very.
Of course.
Follow me. Look at me.
Look at me.
A real
follow
pick me. A real pick me type of the
All right.
Davidians.
So then he.
So can I say about the siege though? It was less than 2 months. But this isn't one big day. We all think about the big day, the fire.
Mm-hmm.
But this went
This was
on
a
and
slow
on and
burn,
on.
yes.
And we were getting like live dispatches from Waco. And it wasn't directly in Waco. Like Waco's a real city. It's
Mm-hmm.
small, but it has like Baylor University. There's like stuff going on in Waco.
Yes.
This is like 20 miles into the
sticks of
Yeah.
they had a bunch of acreage from the early Branch Davidian days that I think was then passed to Koresh. Yeah, they had their acreage. They had a compound built.
They had some acreage.
They were amassing firearms and weapons.
And the
yes.
government didn't like that.
No. This is also on the heels. I mean, not the heels. What was Ruby Ridge? Was like the 70s, early 80s?
Yeah, I don't
late
think
70s?
I wouldn't say it was on the heels.
No, but it was. But this is the movement. This is where we can follow the movement, the American kind of militia, the right wing militia.
This is Timothy McVeigh.
Yes.
He cites
Yes.
Ruby Ridge as well as Waco as moments to be like our military is turning on us.
They killed a
they're
bunch
not.
of our kids, and now we're gonna go back and whatever.
Yeah.
What's
And
funny?
Timothy McVeigh is
Timothy
Oklahoma
McVeigh
City.
was-
I'm trying to take people with us.
Sure,
I know
Timothy McVeigh,
people
Oklahoma
know.
City bomber.
We're just throwing stuff
allegedly.
out there. Allegedly.
And that's a real alleged.
Is it?
Yeah, we won't.
What?
Another
You
show. We
still
need
haven't
another
explained
show.
to me how
Not until
Ellen
I have my
is
clips,
an asset.
dear. Ellen's an asset with clips.
not on Waco Week. We can't.
No, we can't. We're
We
overstuffed. No, we will not. We won't soil Waco with the Ellen DeGeneres is an asset.
No, Waco deserves its own ass end of this pod.
It does, but
episode.
just suffice to say, Timothy McVeigh, because like you said, this played out over 2 months. There were people showing up
Yeah.
on the periphery. They had like a perimeter built. There were people like, right behind the ATF's police tape.
With like signs.
With
being
signs.
Like, I love you.
Yes, all of this.
You know what it reminds me of? You just made me watch a movie called Airheads, which I had never seen.
Wait, go on.
There's a parallel there.
There's a
where like a movement starts to build up, which again, we're not pro Koresh. Weirdo, freak dude. But the idea, like you're saying, this is the land of the free.
Yes.
We can live and do whatever. And they didn't care he was marrying kids. They cared that he had guns. And we're supposed to be able to have guns.
Yes.
So they basically are saying you can have guns when we want you to have guns, but if the people we don't like have guns, can't have guns.
Can't have guns.
And then we're just going to kill a bunch of kids.
Yes, and once they engage,
you can't marry a kid, but I can set them all on fire. That was the message from the U.S. government in Waco.
Agreed. There also is what Airheads, the comparable. I'm glad you brought up Airheads.
I didn't explain that very well though. If people haven't seen Airheads, it's 3 musicians who want to get their song on the air.
It's Brendan Fraser, Adam Sandler, Steve Buscemi.
Are we saying Frasier?
Power trio.
It's not Fraser.
Is it Frasier?
I don't know. I mean, I think
Toss salad and scrambled. I think it's Brendan Fraser. Let's not Ray Fiennes this. It's
Ralph
Brendan
Fiennes.
Fraser.
Fraser?
No, sorry. Brendan Fraser.
Frasier.
No, not Fraser. Fraser.
That's how we say that name in our land.
Fine.
Okay. Okay, it's Adam Sandler, Brendan
Frazier.
And
Franzier.
Buscemi.
And Buscemi.
Are you going to say Buscemi?
No, it's Steve Buscemi.
Because if you're going the Italian pronounce.
And Adam Sandler.
Sandler.
They're a power trio band who's trying to get their demo played on the radio.
So they end up kind of like haphazardly
with fake guns. But what I was about to say.
But it's a standoff. And they start getting this following. And people build up around the radio station. Like, we love you. Yep. Don't give in to the man. And that was kind of what was happening outside of, what was this called?
Waco.
Yeah, but it was also like, they were on Mount Carmel.
Compound. Oh, Mount Carmel. Yeah, Mount Carmel.
There was a compound. Right. There was like an actual, there was a spot.
She had a great compound.
You got a great compound. That's right.
And you got your ATF all the way up it. Ernie Hudson and Chris Farley were the local cops. Now, when that situation escalated, this is in Airheads now, when that situation escalated was when the SWAT team comes in, a.k.a. some of these feds.
The douche.
They actually sent Michael Richards, Kramer, into the air ducts. He's like, he called from the inside being like, I'm in here. They don't know I'm in here.
He was like a turncoat.
They gave him a gun.
He was a traitor.
Yes, he was a traitor.
He was working. Well, I guess he had been like taken hostage.
He didn't know. Yeah, he was taken hostage, but he snuck. They didn't see him. He was in a room. He was able to sneak up into the air vents.
I feel like his whole storyline was completely unnecessary. I don't know if
Well, it's funny
Forget Waco. I got thoughts on Airheads.
They send in, my point is the feds start to send in, because this is what happened with Waco too. The problem is, here's at the end of the day, this is what it always boils down to.
This is our thesis. Airheads is Waco. Waco is Airheads.
Waco is Airheads, yes.
They're the same picture.
The film was written by the Branch Davidians, which is why you can't find it anywhere on any of these streaming services.
Wow.
Now. We had to steal it to watch it. Waco escalating. It's just the funniest thing where it's the same with Ruby Ridge, same with the Move in Philly.
Yep.
The great Move compound. So whether it's from the left
or
from
great Move compound.
Yeah.
Which, if you were a compound,
John Africa
which
and the
compound Move. Would you be?
They will bomb your kids. Like there is no, once they've engaged, they won't disengage.
But do you see a parallel here to like the American Project in general?
Sure.
Like, we have to save the women of Iran by bombing a girls' school.
That's right.
You're like, okay, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, the Department of War.
That's
saying,
like we're gonna free the nipple by cutting your tits off.
Yes, like
I'm
what
are you
sure
doing?
I grabbed. Yeah, no, it's free the nipple by cutting your tits off.
That was muddied, but you know what I mean.
I'm
like,
with you.
just
it's
like
true.
you're not. You're not doing the thing you say you're going to do, which is a tale as old as time. We're a great nation.
This is the quote. Trump warned that bombing would. This is for Iran. Trump warned that bombing would, quote, continue uninterrupted throughout the week or as long as necessary to achieve what he called the goal of peace throughout the Middle East and indeed the world.
Right.
We'll bomb
till there's
forever
peace. Yeah.
For peace. Yeah. So very fun.
Yeah.
So this is Waco. They escalated where they're like, we're not going anywhere. Like, the feds are not going to. And there were multiple, the FBI and the ATF with a dick measuring contest to be like, who's going to take down.
Well, that's what it basically was. Is like, we can't, the U.S. government can't publicly, once it starts getting, every news camera, station is on Waco at this point. It's almost 2-month standoff, February to April, 93. They're like, we can't lose this. Like, we have to kill every single one of these people if that's what it takes for them not to like go about their lives, at that point. But they mishandled. Heavy mishandling of everything.
Heavy mishandling, including then, which this is
They were tipped off?
Yes, they were tipped off. Well, to begin, there was a journalist. That's always blame it on the journalists, of course.
But that's why we shouldn't have a press.
They were ready. Yeah, we shouldn't have a press because, Waco was prepared for you to storm their compound.
The journalists tipped them off.
So they were prepared.
It was David Koresh's brother was the postman. Always rings twice. Who somebody asked for directions to.
Oh yeah, it was a funny way that they.
He was like, they're coming for you, and then they, got all of the artilleries ready.
Yep, they
revved everything up.
Yes, they were ready. I think they had gas masks.
They were like,
stuff.
come out, hand over your guns. We think you're stockpiling weapons.
That's right.
They said, no.
No.
And I think David Koresh his insanity is escalating as this is happening.
Of course.
Obviously, because you're playing God, it's kind of fun. You're in this like dick measuring contest, like you said. But it's also
your delusion.
Things are
is
closing
high.
in.
Yes.
You know.
But your paranoia is then confirmed by
Remember
this.
they said they like accidentally shot a shot off?
Well,
and it
so there's
started,
still, of course, a lot of this.
who started shooting
first?
All the locals are like the government story is inaccurate.
Yes.
This isn't even, I mean, conspiracy in the real sense of the word, like a cover up, but not conspiracy in that like put out your tinfoil hat. Like they definitely just firebombed.
They firebomb, and that's what they do. It's the same they said with Move. It's the same they will always say.
So they killed like 6 people at the beginning.
It's
and
also
then there
really
was
quick. I just want to say, even again, not with the political, whether it's left leaning, right, they busted in the feds and shot. Fred Hampton, with shock in the middle of the night.
In his bed.
They'll come for, whoever is challenging them from whichever side of the aisle. But what's funny...
Well, to be fair, he did give kids school lunch and...
That's true.
Talk about the Rainbow Coalition.
Yes, versus David Koresh with his 9 child brides.
No, I just meant like,
yes.
that he was bad because he
wasn't. Agreed. But as far as a threat to...
I was being sarcastic.
A threat.
He was a threat.
That
can't take care of people.
That
can't
level,
talk about unity.
That level of like, you fired first, like this thing of like who fired first. Like, well, when a bunch of armed people are barreling their way into your property, as people would say, like
the compound.
Yeah, your compound. It's like, isn't that why?
It's going to compound the drama.
It sure will.
That's right. You're tuning back into Waco Week. WACO.
WACO.
Live from our basement.
WACO.
So we're just not giving any linear tale here. Basically,
no. I mean, there's documentaries out there. If you want the story, go to watch a doc on Waco.
I actually think we've landed on something good, which is just the parallels to modern times.
Yes.
You think Waco? That was '93. I was in a gleam in my papa's ball bag or whatever the kids say all the time. But now, what is it? 2026.
It's 2026.
So what is this? That's 7 plus 26. 33 years later.
33.
Jesus'
age. This is the time.
And today's 3/3, and there's a full moon.
It's the time.
March 3rd, 33 years ago, Waco.
Wow. Well, that just landed on 20. Now, we're big numerology folks.
Well, and this would be like, it's not quite the Ides of March, but this was between February and April. This is we're in the Waco Siege right now, 33 years later.
We are in the siege.
I didn't even realize that. We're under siege.
We're under siege. Meanwhile, the commander-in-chief of that Waco operation is now getting his jollies looking at old photos. There's a lot. I'm just saying,
Bill.
who was
I
Bill?
thought you meant Koresh. Slick Willie.
No, I mean Janet was I think head of the. She was the attorney general.
She's like at the dry cleaner trying to
Remember
find the
Will
dress.
Ferrell as Janet Reno?
Yeah, that was a different time.
Very special
Will
time.
Ferrell as Janet Reno.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fun.
There is.
But at the end of the day, it was. Now wait, was there a Ryan? Now I want to say Ryan Murphy just because he does all these sensational. But there's a great doc on this. But then there's also the dramatization. Didn't we watch that?
We did.
Like I don't remember who made it. It feels like a Ryan Murphy joint.
Wasn't
but I don't know
Paul Dano in it? Somebody was
Dano as Koresh.
Or was it?
Wait, was it the worst actor of our generation, Paul Dano?
He wasn't Koresh. He was like the brother. It might have been. Was it Dano or Driver? It was one of those like weird looking.
Both are decent
of our
castings. Tarantino would have issue with that casting.
Well,
but
they don't have good feet.
No, they don't. They're. He can't shoot Dano's peas.
It comes
up
out
close.
that he just hates Dano's feet.
He's like, yeah, his one toe is not long enough, or whatever.
Call him Short Toe.
Short Toe Dano.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Okay. Waco Week.
What? Yeah, I don't know who's a better Koresh. There's some good Koresh casting.
This is more fun, guys. Look up Waco. We don't know.
Yeah,
what to
we're
tell
not.
you.
Yeah, we're not going to just give you
the government sucks.
Yeah, they suck. They've always
sucked.
There's some big standoffs.
I just want to say how it ended, though. They used illegal CS gas on everybody and then firebombed it. So them shooting at the gas then burned the entire thing down. 82 people died.
Yep.
I think 6 people died originally, and then
but
70
kids,
something. Yeah, a bunch of those were children and women and people who, if you think it's a cult, were innocent and had been taken advantage of just to like be like, this guy shouldn't have weapons.
Yes.
So that's And now they're saying they didn't do that, and they're saying that he got a bunch of gasoline out and burned the house.
Yes.
So that's where the different takes on what happened.
On what happened, yeah.
The government story is that they burned their own compound down.
Even after they had all this artillery
Went
to
down in a
defend that
blaze of
compound,
glory.
they then just decided to burn
To
it.
defend their way of life, which I guess is just like eating canned food and marrying
Off
each
the
other.
grid,
Yeah.
Off the grid, but marrying, yeah. I mean, Koresh's his own ego took over whatever sort of ethos the group had.
I bet
sure.
he had
And all the men were the other thing is the men were that's what's crazy. The men who would bring their wives to this compound
And their kids
they
and
were
their
then forced to be
families.
Koresh's whole thing was bros.
Yeah.
Volcel it. He wanted a bunch of Volcels around.
You've also.
To then go, I'll take your wives.
Yeah.
You be Volcel soldiers for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Koresh is definitely giving Fuentes. In the Volcel, too. You understand how much
but
a
Fuentes
Volcel
isn't
ball
marrying
bag is
a bunch
is
of people.
No.
I think he has an
Volcel
Aquarius moon, so I'm going to say that before I look it up to
That
see if
David
I'm right.
Koresh has
so
an
I'm going to say
Aquarius moon.
David Koresh. I'm so happy I remembered his birth name. It makes me feel like my brain still works.
It does. You impressed me.
Vernon Wayne Howell.
Vernon Wayne Howell.
David Koresh birth
Tiger
chart.
Beat magazine.
How many people are
presents.
looking this up? Probably everybody.
Tiger Beat magazine presents
Birth chart of David Koresh.
Howell.
Here we go. AstroSeek.
AstroSeek.
I know. I'm sorry. You can still talk.
Well,
I
I'll just
wanna-
fill with filler. Who could play David Koresh?
Sun in Leo, Moon in Aquarius.
Oh boy, you'd got him.
Well, he's detached
You got
from
him
the
pegged.
horrors.
Baby, I got you pegged.
Ascendant in Libra. That explains the Libra rising. The beautiful, the hipster glasses and the long flowing hair.
Gorgeous.
Libras
hipster
are
glasses.
pretty.
You had those glasses.
They're pretty people. I did.
They are.
But I ain't got no Libra on the chart, and I couldn't sell them like Koresh could.
You just broke down his chart though. You knew it.
Well, I knew the moon.
You felt the moon. Sometimes you feel someone's moon.
I have a gift. Sometimes you're like, is that a moon, or are you just David Koresh?
Are you just
Or you're just a
Koresh
bunch
to
of
see me?
idiots? Yeah, so let's do what we were going to do.
The casting for
Okay,
Koresh.
we're making our own movie.
Yeah, because realistically, I mean, Dano, I'm not, I'm very much like, fuck you, Tarantino, for a lot of reasons, as we've covered on this program.
But the big reason.
But Dano's a terrible casting for Koresh. I wonder.
I wasn't saying he was Koresh. I
Right.
think he was in the made-for-TV movie as like a brother.
Right, I see. Made for TV. I like
So
that
whatever
you're
we watched,
speaking
didn't we
like it
watch
is the
something?
90s.
I've
Yes.
watched so much Waco stuff though that it is kind of running together.
It does. Yeah. Well, and now all this comes out at the same when they capitalize on a moment, on a Waco moment. It's like the OJ trial. Remember there was the great doc, the like 8-part docuseries
Yes.
on ESPN, and then there was the sensational
It's like when they had
Juice,
two
juice.
Capote movies. Juice, not the juice.
not the juice, or the multiple Firefest docs. Yeah, it's just now we have
yes,
so
the
many.
dueling Firefest. But do you remember the two Capotes at the same time?
I remember two
It was
Capotes.
Philip Seymour
Philip
Hoffman,
Seymour
but there
Hoffman.
was another one that was actually well received.
Yes.
And you're like, why are you
Why
making
two
this at the same
Capotes?
time?
No one was willing to back down on Capote.
That's
They're
right.
like,
It was a standoff.
It
they
was-
firebombed the studio.
yes. Philip Seymour
80
Hoffman was the ATF.
Yeah, 82 crafty tables burned to the.
Who?
What? Okay, so we're
when,
casting.
Where?
What are we
why,
calling it?
and how?
What are we calling it? It's not just Waco. I think we can do better with the title of our film.
David
Okay. You didn't
Koresh.
hear that.
I've also heard him called Koresh, but I won't.
You wanted to say that so badly. You love throwing a pronunciation wrench
Wrinkle
in my
into-
spokes.
3 docs have been made about the siege. The siege.
Oh, that's- can that
Taylor
be-
Kitsch played him.
Taylor
Do you remember
Kitsch.
Taylor Kitsch? Where's
Yeah.
he been?
Friday night. Goodbye.
Canadian. Friday
Lights
night.
out,
Night-night.
nights out. I don't know what's going on with that
He's
guy.
long gone.
Wait, The Siege is a good name. Is that already a name of a movie?
The siege? Siege?
No, it's not. You're sieging up
I'm
over there.
sieging. Yeah. I'm having a little
Listen.
sieger.
I'm trying to. Having a seizure, jerk reaction.
The Sieger.
Okay,
The
listen.
Siege is in 1998. Oh, I remember this film.
Is it Van Damme?
Denzel.
Oh.
Is it not? It should be Jean-Claude Van Damme as David Koresh. No, who?
Okay. Can we name the movie first?
Yes.
Focus. Get off the phone.
The movie. Our.
I don't just want to do Waco.
No.
Branch. That's not good. Michelle Branch. No, she could do the soundtrack.
Sermon on the Mount.
Sermon on the Mount.
Mount Carmel.
Yeah, because then you get those freaks who are watching the new Mel Gibson stuff.
Yes.
Mount Carmel. Caramel corn.
Tear gas of a clown.
I love that. Tear gas of a clown.
There's something there.
C.S.
Lewis, The Chronicles of Waco.
Narnia is actually a good, because it's like a weird.
Through the Wardrobe.
Through the Looking Glass. Through the wardrobe. It's the other side.
Fontumnus is Timothy McVeigh type character.
Yeah. Okay, we'll come back to the title, but I think we have some good stuff in the mix. Okay, we're it's hard to cast though, because I don't know anybody in it except for David Koresh.
Well,
let's just cast it.
We must cast Koresh.
And then cast the head of the ATF?
Yep, the head, Janet Reno.
Oh, okay.
Must be played by.
We're not doing Ferrell.
We're not doing Will Ferrell. This is a
he's
serious
too old
Oscar
now.
contender.
He's too old now.
Yeah, I mean he's done. He's too old.
Yeah, he's too old. Let's go. Okay.
It also should be a woman playing Janet.
I think gender's a construct. So
I hear you. I agree.
I don't really care.
I agree. Who could go?
Let's do Reno first. I like
that.
I think
you need a presence for Janet. Like Janet was a physical presence. When Janet walked into a room,
what's her
people
face?
went.
What's her Cohen wife? Who's in everything? Why can't I think of her name?
Fran McDormand.
I was so Fran. I knew Fran Drescher.
Franny
McDormand.
Yes, Fran Drescher as Janet Reno.
I mean, she's not tall, but they can mess with that.
They can. I mean, through the magic of movies, they could make her taller. But yes, she's
Tom Cruise.
She's
on
Janet.
an Apple box. Those Apple boxing suits.
When they're
power suits.
80 feet tall on the big screen.
She's got a strength that I think could work, and she's obviously like one of the greatest actors alive. So I think there's something there.
Exceptional. And I think Janet plays a big role. She did play a big role. And I think she needs to play a big role in this film. Like we're not offering Franny a bit part where we hear her voice on the telephone or something.
That's a take I haven't really seen, is like what's going on in the White House during this.
Now
it was always the guy on the guy on the ground with the walkie-talkie and the bulletproof vest out there just fucking shit up.
This Waco miniseries came out in 2018, and it was let's see, who was who? Oh yeah, John Leguizamo was an ATF agent. Remember they did like a weird thing where they were trying to say that the ATF was kind of, I mean, Leguizamo's, great. But they were trying to do this thing where, they're trying to do this thing where they were like, the ATF was balanced and measured, and then the FBI.
They're just some like rough and tumble cowboys trying to keep us free.
Yep.
And you're like,
just a couple of hosses out there on the open plains of Texas trying to keep alcohol, tobacco, and firearms out of the hands of our children.
Thank you. Okay, so
the cast was, I'm looking at who they cast. So
I don't want to do that. I want to do our own thing.
I know, that's why I'm staying away.
We're not going to guess the same people as them.
No, we won't. I just wanted Janet, that's all.
Okay, love her. You can look whatever you want.
All right, I'm looking
I just
at who
wanted to
played
get
Janet.
excited about our movie.
I don't even know that Janet was in here. Oh yes, Connie Ventris. So no, she doesn't even have a link, Wikipedia.
I was going to say her.
I know. But I think the point is we'll make Janet a bigger player in this.
I think that's more fun.
Because she was.
What if it's almost like Janet v. David?
Janet v. David is the title of the film.
Oh, damn it,
Is that what you
Janet.
were saying?
That's good. It's going to be Damn It, Janet would be a fun name. What if it's actually a Janet Reno biopic and Waco's like a chapter in it that we direct, but we have different directors do different parts of her life?
Very interesting indeed.
This has legs.
Yeah,
Just
as
like
the U.S.
Janet.
Attorney General. I mean, the power in that comb over.
Yeah, I'm getting Anthony Michael Hall vibes later when he was on steroids.
Yes, like a thicker neck.
Like
Anthony
the Edward
Michael Hall.
Scissorhands Michael Hall.
Yes. When he was a loose cannon tough guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, Janet Reno is that.
She's tough.
She's tough. She's a loose cannon as well.
Yeah.
The loosest of cannons. Are you kidding
I'm
me?
having trouble with the casting. I loved this idea, but
Janet's tough to. I mean, especially if we're going to make this film
she's
center
one
around
in a
her.
million. Yeah, the Janet Reno story. It's going to really matter.
It will. It'll come to us. We don't need to rush it.
Okay.
It could also be one of those. Oh no! I'm showing you a headshot, and it's difficult to imagine.
It's hard to cast. Unique persona. Let's think about Dave. Go back.
We could also, Dave could be
Dave Matthews could be David Koresh.
Dave Matthews as Dave Koresh. Now, Dave Matthews,
it's going to be Chalamet, and we're going to have to boycott our own film.
Oh my God! It's going to be. Of course, it's going to be.
That sucks.
Oh God, we got to wait until he's out to make it. You know what I mean? Until he's no longer with us.
I think Rob Roush from The Traitors is who I would cast.
I mean, that's a great cast. See, now here's the other thing we can do.
He sucks everyone in with his beauty, but he's actually a good guy, so he's got the empathy. I think he could act.
And if we did a nationwide, an international casting
Mara,
call,
he's an actor.
For Rob Morrow would be the inspired choice as a non-actor, but as a person. What did I call him? Rob
Morrow?
Or Rob Morrow?
Who's that?
I don't know. Rob Morrow was.
Well, get him in here for an audition.
Bring him in. His name came to me in a delusional haze.
Robert Michael Morrow.
Janet seems we could inspire with the Snake Man Rob casting, and then we do an unknown, but who's so perfect as Janet Reno.
Okay. Oh, what about Bridget Everett?
Because then we will get no funding for the film. Bridget Everett as Janet Reno. My God, yes.
She's a really good actor now.
Yes.
Like, she went from burlesque and cabaret. We love Bridget, friend of the show.
She'll read for it.
I think, she'll get, if she wants it.
We're not going to make her read. I'm saying she would at least be interested.
I just think that would be fun.
It would be.
Because coming off Somebody Somewhere, like she's just got her acting bona fides.
Yes. And she is a presence. She can carry the room the way Janet could.
She's got a strength, but a vulnerability. Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful person inside and out. I mean, if it's going to be called Damn It, Janet, we need like a power player like that. You know?
Yes.
All right.
I like this a lot.
So now, even though we don't know any other players and it's Waco week and we didn't do any research and we don't know what's happening,
we did.
Let's
all
just
the
say
research
like
throughout our lives,
head of the ATF, and let's like say like one.
Yes, the head of the ATF is clearly Mark Ruffalo. It's always been Mark Ruffalo, and it always will.
It's always
he plays
Mark
every
Ruffalo.
cop and everything.
Yeah. Because he makes you love the cops.
He does. He's a great propaganda. His politics are decent, but he does a lot of propaganda. Sadly,
he does.
But anyhow,
Ruff. I'm down. I would love to work with Mark Ruffalo.
The other thing is but here's the thing: we need the two contrasting. We need the field supervisor, the FBI, and then the ATF. Like they need to butt heads.
They were having, yes.
So
this is the problem.
Who are they up against?
We don't mean to oversimplify like government versus Branch Davidians. It was government versus Branch Davidians, which is why this thing really metaphorically and literally exploded.
Versus the media, yes.
Versus the media, thank you.
I think
the four branches of government.
The four major food
The four
groups.
branches of Davidian.
That's right, the four branches of Davidian.
We're getting silly now, but I would like to also cast Bill Clinton and Al Gore.
As themselves?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Cast their roles.
They're
too old now.
Of course. That's why I was like, what? They could de-age.
Like what they did with what's-his-face?
That's right. With
De Niro?
De Niro, yeah.
That was absurd.
And it looked really great.
Uncanny Valley.
So I think, William Jefferson is like, at that time, this is 93, so this is like a 60-year-old, or no.
I would have said James Vanderbeek, maybe. R.I.P.
Ooh.
That's
like
sad.
That.
I could see like a Mark Paul Gosselaar or
Mark Paul Gosselaar,
who if
another three-name wonder.
I know, he's like, if I weren't in Hollywood, I'd be in the bushes.
That's right. I'd be in the bushes at Mar-a-Lago. Yes, I think Mark Paul Gosselaar. What is it? Gosler.
Gosler. That sounds.
Gosling.
I always
Mark Paul Ryan
Gosling. Oh, could we get Gosling in there?
We must. I mean,
what's his name? Why am I blanking?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan.
Yeah, I think he could be.
Is a Gosling a baby goose?
A gooseling.
Oh.
A gosling.
He's
I think
Canadian.
it comes from the gooseling. I think his
Gosling. What
ancestors
does
were
that
probably
mean?
goose farmers or something.
His ancestry,
farmers.
he comes from geese.
Gosling,
He's
the
part
farmer
geese,
of geese.
part goose.
Yeah, I think he's in there as Bill. I like him as Bill.
You
actually.
do.
I like
That's
that
kind of
casting
fun.
as
I don't like saying like Bill's hot because he's not. But
we don't really
that's a
need
fun
gore
casting.
in there.
That's just fun.
It's fun to have him.
What if he comes in and he's like, we need to talk about the environment, and Janet Reno's like, not now.
He's like, you want to talk about inconvenient truth, Janet?
She's
Damn
like,
it,
here's an
Janet.
inconvenient truth. I love you.
We must say the title of the film in one of the lines.
Brad. Yeah, we have to say damn it, Janet.
So let's be realistic.
we could do
here.
the
We're
thing
going
where
camp.
the preview is like a supercut because they actually say damn it, Janet like a lot.
Yes.
Janet, damn it, Janet, damn it, Janet, damn it.
Janet.
She's like, yeah, getting it at home, getting it in the office.
I think any kind of film, I think we lean into the camp of it all because we're not going to, no one at this point is going to make a series. They did a mini series that was supposed to be serious.
I mean, if Leguizamo's
I think it kind of
in
was.
there,
That's why I was like, it wasn't Ryan, because Ryan, what's his name?
Murphy does more sensational.
More camp. Yeah, he leans into the camp typically.
Yeah, the
from what I
bisexual
recall.
lighting. There was none of that.
There was no bisexual lighting.
There
no.
wasn't.
No.
There was no like moment where they're just playing a Phil Collins song really loudly. Like it was, they were taking themselves very seriously to be like.
And it suffered because of it. I
made
think.
for daytime. Yeah, I think Ryan Murphy would be great for Waco.
Yeah, I think he would. That tale needs to be told.
So we didn't cast anyone.
No, but we'll come. I think we said. I think the international search for Janet Reno makes sense to me.
But who's Koresh? I want to come up with something before we say goodnight.
I hate that you just said Chalamet because that just makes too much.
I'm not doing
I know.
Chalamet.
I know we're not.
Okay.
I know we're not. He would need to beef up a little as well, but who?
Koresh was not a beefy guy.
Not beefy, but like
I actually think he was rat hot. What is it, rodent boyfriend?
oh, there was the whole rodent.
The original
moment.
rodent boyfriend.
The original
David Koresh.
David lover boy.
Okay, he's gonna be. I know someone out there's listening and is just like, I know the
It's
best
so
casting.
clearly, yeah.
We're
Well, help
missing
us.
something. Hit the tip line.
Hit the tip line. Yes.
1-900.
1-900 Waco Waco. That's not enough.
That's 8. No, it's too much.
It's too many. Well, that's great. It's too much, and yet it's not enough.
How about 1-800-ATF Waco?
That's a great number to have. All right, leave us the tip line 1-800-ATF Waco.
It's 33 years post Waco on the third.
First minute's free,
of the
$19.99
third
per
month.
minute after.
Right, $33 an hour,
Mm-hmm.
a minute.
A minute.
I mean,
33.
You all will be listening to this on 3-4, but it's 3-3 now.
We're recording on 3-3, so just believe that the 33 of it all. Did Koresh die at 33? How old was Koresh?
Oh, this is big. Look at it.
I mean, if he died at 33, then
I might know because
then I'll
I had
play
his...
Janet Reno.
You should play Janet. Hold on. 59, and he died at. Oh,
93?
this is insane.
No, he didn't die at 93. He went to jail.
No, he didn't. He died. He died in the fire. He didn't go to jail.
Oh no, they have the
suicide by gunshot. Excuse me. He died during the fire.
During the
They're
fire,
saying
yeah.
he went down with the ship.
he had the handy cam recordings. That's what I'm thinking of.
So
He
59.
spoke to he was recording
93.
himself during that whole siege.
But his birthday was August, so he was he was he was 33.
Is that true? Yes, he died at 33.
I literally just struggled because it wasn't his birthday yet. If it was April.
All right.
His birthday was, guys, this is actually, I know that. Thank you for staying with us. We show our work here.
We sure
that was
do.
real sloppy. We say who we are, and we deliver the slop.
We deliver the biggest slop.
The slop seeping out of
The
all the
sloppiest, biggest
crevasses.
sloppies you could ever imagine.
So we just in real time did something with threes. If you're a numerology head,
We did it all with threes. We did it all for the 30s.
we did it all for the 3 threes.
Yeah, so basically, like, that's kind of the vibe of Candace's first episode of The Bride of Charlie. There's a lot of that kind of stuff.
I would say what we did here today is more coherent in terms of laying something out.
We're just not reading from prompter.
Wasn't. This was honestly like the puzzle pieces shaken up. We didn't
really
put
was.
anything together for anyone.
No.
But we can rest on our numerology laurels.
We're going to rest on our numerology laurels. Forever 27, and then there's 33.
Well, 33 is Jesus here. 27 is a 27 club.
That's right. Do you remember how excited you were when you got out of the 27 club? Like my 28th birthday was exciting. Oh, well, yeah.
You mean your 28th birthday?
That's what I said.
I thought you said my 27th birthday.
I was like, this is it. This is going to be my year. No, it's a little sad. There's a twinge of like, yeah.
Well, you realize you're not a legend.
No, you're not.
That's the problem. It's not that you want to die. We're not getting dark. It's that you were like, oh, I want to be in good company.
Yes. I believe I had one of my aunts buy me a poster. It wasn't from Hot Topic, but maybe it was. It was at the mall. You know, when they had the nice wheel of posters that you're going through.
Oh, yes.
So there was like another
shops
store. Yeah,
too.
it might have probably from like a musical energy, like some sort of music.
Tower
shop.
Records kind of
Some
vibe.
kind of thing. Yeah. So I was going through the wheel of posters, and I there was one that was like, and MC Escher's not the right artist, but it was drawn by like. It had that like weird vibe of art, but it was
big.
Heaven,
I know exactly. Okay.
For the Forever 27 Club, because it was Morrison, Joplin, Cobain,
Jimi
Hendrix. And I think it was just those four. But I remember I was in like 8th grade. I mean, it was right after Cobain died.
The quartet.
Someone rushed to get this out, the quartet. But I just remember I bought that. I don't ever think I put it up in my room.
Yeah.
But I remember for my birthday one year, I was like, we probably went to get like a CD, and then I was like, can you get me this poster?
That is funny to get for a kid, though, because it's not just the person who happens to be dead. It's like celebrating that they're all dead.
In a way. And you're like, this is I want to be there at this jam sesh with these four was kind of the idea.
Yeah, I want the jam session heaven.
The jam session heaven.
That's quite
Who else
the
is
band.
in the 27? Is it just those four?
I've looked it up before, and it's kind of misleading because it's interesting, but there's so many people outside of that. So it's just that there are big names within it that gives it credence, you know?
Right.
Because think of everyone who's dead.
Yeah, Brian Jones, which, I mean, I didn't need him on there. He's just the Rolling Stones guitarist.
Yeah, but they drown him, which is significant.
The notion
allegedly.
Yes. Amy Winehouse, but this is well before Amy. This is before Amy Winehouse was even, when I got this poster, I'm saying. It was before Amy Winehouse was even
but it's interesting
artist
that she hit the club.
that we knew. Yeah, she hit the club.
She put on her lip gloss and hit the club.
Who is it? Yeah, I mean, why don't you just have a damn list?
They don't? I think I've found a list
there's got to be
before.
one somewhere.
Yeah.
The white lighter myth, a derivative urban legend emerged.
Oh,
you know about
know
this?
Yeah, if
I
you
don't
use
know
a
about
white
this.
lighter to smoke weed, you'll die.
Emerged in the popular culture of smoking and cannabis is the so-called white lighter curse.
You don't know about that?
I'm reading it now. It purports that Hendrix, Joplin, Morrison, Cobain, and others linked to the 27 Club died while in possession of a white disposable cigarette lighter.
Like a Bic. You know what's funny is I didn't know that it was connected to 27 Club. I just remember that as like we would never smoke with a white lighter because it was bad luck.
Yes. Well, it
Isn't
also
that
is
weird,
so
though? But I
clear
didn't
when
know
you're
the
packing a bowl with a white lighter because the bottom of it is just resin all over it, you know?
That's not part of it.
Snopes discredited the theory in 20. Thank you, Snopes. Snopes officially discredited.
That's great.
Imagine that one coming across the Snopes desk with like, do we take the bait on this one? It's big enough.
You're like, but did Marilyn Manson have his ribs removed? And they're like, enough.
Is Screech Marilyn Manson or Paul from the Wonder Years?
Paul. Screech, they said
Screech died in some way.
Is Screech dead?
No. Well, I think he is now, actually. Dustin
Really?
Diamond. There was what was the
and he's the
urban
brother
legend?
of Mike D and the Beastie Boys.
Yes.
I don't think he's dead. A lot of people are dead, though.
A lot of people
I know
are
how
dead.
dumb that sounds because everyone who's ever lived is dead. But I mean, like, a lot of people keep.
Well, Dustin
dying.
Diamond was like doing porn at some point. I remember.
Oh.
He had no, he's dead. He's been dead.
Oh, got it.
He died in 2021. There was some urban legend about Screech. Yes. Or am I just?
I know what that's so faintly giving something, but it was Paul from Wonder Years that was supposed to be Marilyn
That was the big
Manson.
one. Now, also,
but the beauty of the urban legend, and we may have said this already on the pod, and I'm sorry, I have dementia, but is that you were in Pennsylvania, I was in Oregon. We both were privy to the fact.
Yes.
The fact
that
people were saying that Paul from Wonder Years had gone on to become Marilyn
This
Manson.
is pre-internet. So now the question
all
is...
we had, kids.
All
we had was the older kids telling us stuff. Yes. Whispers in the wind.
Whispers in the wind, as you would.
And we both got that whisper.
We did. Now, you didn't whisper about the white lighter across the country, or at least, I mean, tell me, Pennsylvania listeners, am I whiffing on this? Because I never...
If it's on the internet, though, it wasn't like just me.
No, certainly not you. You're aware.
If Snopes comes out,
Snopes decided, noting that Bic did not begin producing disposable lighters until 1973, several years after the death of Hendrix. So that's an easy one.
What is that? Were they rubbing two rocks together to smoke weed? Matches? Were people lighting bowls with matches?
They absolutely were. And Zippos, like just disposable lighters.
Oh,
Zippos
sorry. My brain just broke that there weren't lighters.
No, there was
70s.
flint and there was fuel. But I think matches, probably you light a joint with a match, a cigarette with a match.
Hand me that magnifying glass.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a bong rip.
Yeah. The idea of disposable butane lighters is I guess, 1973.
God, I love living in the future.
How did it travel, though, really? The whisper campaigns, there were so many strange... the
urban legends.
Urban legends that made their rounds and without the internet. It was probably like zines, radio.
Radio was big.
Like
before it was a conglomerate
late night
that owned.
Yeah. It was basically before podcasts were pods. Like there was...
Radio
there was always
pods.
and a YouTube channel. There was always a Candy Owens on the airwaves in some form or fashion.
Right.
Talking about Paul from the Wonder Years being Marilyn Manson, which
and
was
now
so
they have
easily debunked.
The problem is now it's like Slender Man, which I guess it's the same as like a horror story like
stuff,
Bloody Mary or whatever. But this problem with that is then you have like the internet.
Right.
So you have people doctoring photos. I mean, I guess they were doing that with a freaking Loch Ness monster. So that's nothing new there.
True.
But our urban legends, it was word of mouth.
It was.
I didn't have any pictures.
No, we didn't have any. So then in your mind, you just had to go, Paul from the Wonder Years, Marilyn Manson. I could see it, is what you would say to yourself. Sure.
That's fun.
There's which we meant to talk about this and we never did. There's the Richard Gere gerbil, where there's smoke, there's fire, we always say.
Yeah, that's another one, though.
That made its rounds. I remember that in middle school hearing that.
Huge. Richard Gere put a gerbil in his ass.
Yes.
Was that the...
That was the urban... The whole thing was, yes. There was a gerbil in his ass. As far as a, in a sexual... I almost said a sexual spat.
I don't even think it matters that it's sexual.
No, but I think we asked ourselves when I heard that in 1995, I was like, well, what do you mean? The guy from Pretty Woman?
The guy from Pretty Woman, you said?
Well, I mean, Officer and a Gentleman, I didn't really care about him when I was young. What was the movie we would know Richard Gere from in the 90s?
I think you're right. I'm trying to take myself back.
That one's a funny, that almost seems like that's like propaganda. Like, what was he? He was free Tibet. Maybe people didn't like he was talking about Tibet.
Well, you're saying when there's smoke, there's fire. So that definitely happened. To me, though, that's like one of those things where anything with like the butt,
Mm-hmm.
Kids are just going to spread it like wildfire. I
That's
don't even
a good
know
one
if
that's going to cook. Yeah. You know that one's going to make its way across the country.
I would like to, on this pod, start a rumor that is that pervasive. You can't though anymore because of the internet.
It's a different ballgame.
Like we have like our leaders saying shit that's crazy. How are we going to start?
Yeah. If you could get in a time machine, go back to 1992.
Take me back.
And start a rumor like that. What would your because now remember, it's not the most outlandish. There's got to be something about it that makes you go, that's somewhat believable. Now, Richard Gere, people have always been like, those Hollywood types, they're getting into crazy shit. But like, what would yours be? The person needs to be notable enough.
Maybe like David Koresh is Janet Reno's son.
There we go. Did you know his real name is Wayne Lafayette Reno?
Yes.
Yes. No, that's good. That's a very good one. I love that one.
What's your rumor?
I don't have. Mine was going to be something with Janet Reno, but
you just got a faraway look in your eye.
I know, because I was going to do a Janet Reno one. Mine would be, Timothy Chalamet.
I was like, we should have just ended the pod there because people were complaining that they didn't know when it was over. Yes. Mine would
no, leave him on a cliff. Just end it on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's
we will.
Fun. No,
Timothy Chalamet has Ben Buttons.
Oh,
disease. So that's why when you think, you're like, where was he? Was first in him? You'd be like, he was an extra in like Ben-Hur or something.
Oh yeah.
And like now he's worked.
Barely knew her. Ben-Hur.
He's worked his way up. He was alongside Charlie Chaplin in these films.
He was Spartacus.
And now he was Spartacus. Thank you. And now he's
like Groucho Marx.
Yeah. What's incredible about having the internet, people have reached levels though where I see these sometimes on Facebook where it's something equally as absurd, and it's almost
like I said, Charlie Kirk is,
yes,
Erica Kirk is JD Vance,
right?
Like
they are the same person now,
and you'll see that on like your aunt's Facebook, and it's like a printout of a screenshot of a photo.
I think it was, So I think what's interesting is back in the day, there just was no way. You could talk all kinds of jive back in the day because no one could call you. There was no wikiing anything. There was nothing.
Yeah,
you literally had to just be like, I don't believe that. What my uncle
today,
said.
But I'm going to go tomorrow and try to get on
look up, whether or
not. The microfiche.
That's right. Well,
I think that does it for
I think that's Waco week.
Did we do it justice?
Well, I think we did. I mean, I was going to say, I think we definitely did it justice.
Waco?
Yeah. Justice is a construct. So, yes, we did it justice.
Got it.
We got I want to do this as a 33-hour episode.
Oh, wow.
But I don't have it in me today.
No, you seem a little sleepy.
I threw my back out, so I'm a little bit like.
I'm sorry, lover.
Hey, I just grunted through it.
Grunt.
I'm going to post and grunt
punt.
through it.
But we didn't punt. We did Waco Week. I want to tell the listeners we did discuss maybe having a running bit where we never do Waco Week.
We thought about it.
But we said, let's give the kids what they want.
Yes. The kids want clips.
Oh, do they?
And so next week.
Did somebody tell you that for
with
real?
21, yes. Well, because we had mentioned the clips. So people slid into the
You won't shut
DMs.
up about the clips.
I know, but they're like, it would be helpful.
Right.
And I think it's good to throw them into the receipts so people could watch them at their leisure, but also just something for us to have fun and react to. Our reenactments are great.
I like reacting to each other.
I love it, dear. But you know what it feels? It feels like we want it to be as seamless as when we're
I don't want to
in
fight
the car.
I don't want to fight, prosperity. Or what is it? Posterity? The future. I don't want to push back. I don't want to push back on the abundance agenda. I've got a scarcity mindset clip-wise.
Yeah. Yimby, please.
Yimby.
I would just like it like we do naturally where we go, hello, dear. Look, do you see this? And we show each other little vids on our phones. It's like a nice moment between us.
Don't speak. We don't talk till Tuesday.
Save it for the pod. We're 33 years old. We're 33.
Forever 33.
It's a new club that we're starting.
Wait, David.
It's Jesus and Koresh.
David,
that's the poster. Sorry, yeah.
No, sorry, I interrupted your beautiful song. I just had a moment where the Bible, we were asking about David. Isn't David and Goliath a thing?
Sure.
Is that the Bible?
It sure is.
Cool.
David and Goliath.
And Goliath was the FBI.
Goliath was the FBI. The feds were Goliath for sure. And David's David.
And Goliath won.
Goliath won in this, but did they?
That's not what happens in the Bible, is it? Isn't the whole point that it doesn't?
David wins in that story, right?
Stay
tuned.
Know anything.
Next week we will parse this out. Who wins, David v. Goliath?
Join us for Bible Week, our 21st episode next Wednesday. That would be 3:10. Well, no, 3:11.
3:11.
I'm a downtown. Gonna be heading in New Year. ATM.